to River City Entertainment's production of Rosie the Riveter. I thank you so much for coming out and being a part of this program. We hope that you will, some of you might actually remember this time. It was definitely a different time in our nation's history. And hopefully we'll bring back some good memories, and we do know that there's going to be times when you will remember things that were not so wonderful, but hopefully this will be entertaining for you, and you can remember some of the good times that occurred back and during that time as well. So please enjoy Rosie the Riveter, our Reader's Theater presentation from River City Entertainment. During World War II, the fictional character of Rosie the Riveter was promoted as the ideal woman worker. Loyal, efficient, patriotic, and pretty. A song, Rosie the Riveter, became very popular in 1942. Norman Rockwell's image on the cover of the Saturday Evening Post on May 29, 1943, was the first widely publicized pictorial representation of the new Rosie the Riveter. Rosie was an instant media success. In many other locations and situations around the country, Rosies were found and used in the propaganda effort the government launched to lure women into working after the United States entered the war. Almost overnight, the war production increased and auto factories were converted to build airplanes. Shipyards were expanded and new factories were built, and all of these facilities needed workers. The campaign focused on several themes, like,
it is your patriotic duty. Women workers are essential to the war effort. The war would end sooner, and more soldiers will die if women refuse to join. You don't want to be seen as slackers who avoid work. That would equate to men who avoided the draft. Working will be glamorous. Since you aren't accustomed to working outside of the house, the campaign is showing women that working is the fashionable thing to do, and you needn't worry about your appearance because you will be still seen as feminine and beautiful even underneath all of that sweat and dirt. The workplace will be similar to housework. Now, some women think that working in a factory is difficult or dangerous, so the government is suggesting that you women already have the necessary skills to be hired because of all the work you already do in the home. And lastly, your spouses will be proud of you. A lot of husbands don't like the idea of their wives working, so the campaign is showing women that you should feel the same sense of pride as those whose brothers, sons, and husbands enlisted. We are, after all working for the war effort. This is the story of a young couple, George and June Albert, who are newly married and trying to cope with separation during the war. George is in the Army, and June is at home in Idaho, and they are about to embark on a new journey that includes hard work and sacrifice during one of our nation's most difficult times. Right out of high school, June has never worked outside of the family home, but like other women all around the country, June learned a new trade as she did her part for the war effort and tried to keep the home fires burning while George fought for our freedom. Letters are a lifeline for them both.
August 30th, 1941. Hello, sweetheart. I know it's only been a short while since you left, but I miss you so much already. I had Cub and Helen over this week, and we were talking about the wedding in the shower. Oh, I still can't believe that I am Mrs. June Albert. Well, the girls and I were going over what was written in my bride book at the shower. Oh, we've had so many well-wishers. Well, here's some of my favorite thoughts from the book. Well, kid, best of luck in your future, and I sincerely hope you have as much happiness and success as you deserve. Well, that was from Martha. We have been neighbors for a long time, and I surely have enjoyed your friendship. May your voyage through life be filled with loads of fun. Oh, that was our friend Mary. When you're married, settled, and you have some time, send over for your safety pins. I still have the ones I borrowed from you. Oh, that was sweet, Eleanor. I wish you much health, wealth, and happiness in your journey through life. Good luck in your marriage. Hope you have as many children as I have. Oh, George. Dorothy has 8 children. Oh, I think that we should just stop at 2 or 3. May the charms and blessings always follow you, and let your troubles be little ones. When you're lonesome and blue, think of the friends at home who miss you too. Oh, that was lovely from Miss Polly. I hope your path will be showered with roses as you go through life. Always go 50-50 with your husband, and never get angry at the same time. Sage words from Mama. May you be happy the rest of your life. Have a good husband, and be a good wife. Your best friend, Cub. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but Cub sang a song for me at the shower. It was her gift, she said. Oh, and you know Cub. She's a wonderful singer. The rumors are flying, and they found me sighing. I'm in a crazy sort of a daze, a lazy sort of a haze. When I go walking, I hear people talking. They say our affair is not just a passing phase. And they whisper about the flowers, the many flowers you keep sending by the dozen. And they wonder all about the hours that you keep spending with me. It keeps them buzzing. Rumors are flying, and I'm not denying that people are sure I'm falling in love with you. As for a change, darling, all the rumors are true. And they whisper about the flowers, the many flowers you keep sending by the dozen. And they wonder all about the hours that you keep spending with your baby, keeps them buzzing. Rumors are flying, and I'm not denying that people are sure I'm falling in love with you. As for a change, darling, all the rumors are true. Oh, George, it was a lovely sentiment and so true. Oh, keep yourself safe, please, and come home to me soon. Much love from your lonely wife, June.
October 15th, 1941. Beautiful June. Well, I can't tell you how much your letters mean to me. It can be so lonely here. Well, I know that sounds a little strange because I have people around me all the time, but the fact is I don't have the one person that I want most of all, my lovely wife. Well, we spend the better part of every day in training, and tomorrow it looks like it'll be more of the same. Well, they feed us pretty well, but I could sure use a bit of your home cooking, some of your delicious peach cobbler. Well, I'd travel around the world to get one of your delicious peach dumplings. But as hard as the days are, the nights are much worse. Oh, there's nothing I would like more in the world than to have you in my arms and be able to cuddle you tight. But, well, I often reread your letters just so I can picture you here with me and feel your love through the words that you write. Well, in fact, as soon as I finish writing this letter, I plan to read another and another of yours until I can fall asleep thinking of you. Much love from your lonely hubby, George.
November 30th, 1941. Hello, honey. Well, I've been working at Friedman and Black for a couple of months now, and it's not easy, but I'm learning. I didn't know much about machines at all, but once they put me to work, I picked it up pretty quickly. So far, I've learned how to make a screwdriver from scratch, the blade, the shaft, the handle, and then put it all together. I've learned the operations of the machine by making the screwdriver. I honestly never thought about how a screwdriver is made, but I can take you through it now, step by step. Well, I've more or less picked up how to work a few other different machines in the factory too, and tomorrow I'll learn how to work a lathe. Over the next few months, some of the other gals and I will be going to trade school, so we can learn how to read blueprints and charts, how to read a micrometer, and how to operate a drill press. The steel we'll be working on will be used to build planes. Oh, George, my head is spinning from all this input. Oh, but I knew you'd be proud of me once I told you about all my new skills. On the job, I wear these bib overalls, and in the machine shop, I wear denim for aprons to absorb all the grease, and when I wipe my hands, it doesn't dirty my clothes. The floor is usually pretty oily, so, well, I just wear some old boots so I don't ruin my good ones. Well, honey, I'm just plumb worn out, so I'll say goodnight to you. I love you and miss you more than I can say. Here are 1,000,001 kisses just for you. Love, your tired wife, June.
December 21st, 1941. My beautiful girl. Well, I can't believe you've learned so much so fast. But then I shouldn't be surprised. You always did so well in school. Well, I remember Mrs. Kearney said you were one of the brightest students she'd ever had. Well, and who knows, maybe one of those planes you're working on will find its way into my unit. Well, even so, I wish I was home so you wouldn't have to work so hard. How many hours each day are you working now? Well, as for me, we're training from sun up to sundown. Well, we have a break here and there for chow, but we keep pretty busy so that we'll be ready when the time comes. It's almost Christmas, my honey bun, and you know, I'd love to be right beside you to celebrate and give you the moon. Well, no perfume could smell as sweet as you do, and, well, of course, there's no gem to compare with your beautiful face, but I would try to find something beautiful just to see you smile. Well, until then, just know this. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for much, June. Stay warm and safe until I can be there myself to put my arms around you. Love, your husband, George.
February 3rd, 1942. Hello, darling. I can't tell you how much I look forward to checking the mail each day, hoping to see a letter from you. Oh, I miss you so much. Well, I'm still keeping busy at Friedman and Black. I usually work 8 to 10 hours a day, and right now I'm making 64 cents an hour. But I'm due for an upgrade soon. I've been working for several months now, and I hope to be making 75 cents per hour in the next month or so. At the factory, there's no such thing as leaving at 5 o'clock if there's still work to do. I've stayed many a night until 6 o'clock or 2 o'clock on a Saturday because the work has to be done. But we're used to the long hours, though. Sometimes I work 2 nights a week until 10 o'clock and every other weekend. And if I didn't work the full weekend, I'd work Saturday one week and Sunday the next. So you can't really call it a 5-day work week. And it isn't easy. And I'm saving all I can. Oh, but it's all worth it. Because I know that what we're doing at home helps all of you overseas and will bring you home safely to me. I had a nice visit with your sister Ruth earlier this week. Of course, we got to talking about you, and pretty soon I was sharing about how we met in high school. Oh, George, how handsome you looked in your football uniform. Oh, I knew I was a goner. Oh, and to see you play. Oh, you really knew how to carry a ball. Well, I would sit in the stands with Cub and cheer as loud as I could. Oh, I was hoping that you would look up into the stands and see just me rooting through all of those wonderful fans. I remember the first time you asked me out for a soda. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure you were smitten with Nellie Hoffman. But sitting there with you in Sully's and sipping an ice cream soda, well, that's a memory I'll keep with me forever. You told me that you knew Nellie was sweet on you, but that one look at me in my pretty pink sweater, and you only had eyes for me. Oh, you say the sweetest things. Well, then you walked me home, and we could see Papa standing just inside the door. So you kissed my hand, and you smiled, and you waved at Papa. My heart was pounding so fast. I couldn't wait to see you again. Oh, and you acted like you didn't even mind how gruff and grumbly Papa was at first, but I needn't have worried, because you sure won him over. Oh, my love, just writing to you now brings a smile to my face. Do you remember how you proposed to me on Christmas Eve? Oh, we got ice skating, and I fell down right in front of that snooty Melba Baker. Well, there she was, just laughing up a storm, until you bent down and you pulled that beautiful ring from your pocket, and you asked me to marry you. Well, the look on Melba's face was priceless. And I was over the moon. Did I ever tell you I started thinking about baby names that first night? Oh, I know it was too soon to start thinking about a family, but, well, I couldn't help myself. I had our little ones all picked out, 2 girls and a boy named Susan, Betty, and George Jr. Well, I know you'll probably laugh at that, but, well, I always kind of liked the idea of having a little junior running around. Well, I'd better sign off for now. I'll be making a quick supper, and then I'll turn in. I have another busy day tomorrow. Remember, I miss you more than I can say, and I can't wait to be in your arms. I plan to read your letters before bed so that you'll be sure to be in my dreams. Here are 1,000,001 kisses and hugs sent just for you. Love, June.
March 30th, 1942. Hello, darling. Well, here I am, colder than the dickens. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. Well, everything's going fine, so please don't worry. Well, this trip is going to be shorter than I expected, so I'll probably be back soon enough to call you, and before you even have a chance to miss me. So be a good girl and take care of yourself. I'll write from our next stop. So please excuse this short note as they have all the lights out except for this one, and well, we are not privileged characters. I love you and miss you, George.
May 14th, 1942. Hello, my darling. Well, here it is, another blue Sunday, and more than a month since I've had a line from you. Oh, gee, am I ever blue and discouraged right now? Oh, honey, I miss you so. Do you have enough money to get along on? Please let me know. I'm so worried about you. I'm trying to save all I can, but it's sure hard to do. But I have a piggy bank filled. We're going to keep that for our son. Oh, we'll have one, I know. Well, tomorrow is Grandpa's birthday. I'm going over in the morning, but I don't know what to take him. He feels pretty good now, and he's looking forward to seeing the family. Did you get the photograph I sent? Oh, sorry, it wasn't better. Well, honey, if you have the money, I have the telephone number of the people I ride to work with. I know they'll call me to the phone. Well, darling, I have to go to bed now. I wish I could snuggle up with you, but I'll be seeing you in my dreams. Sometimes it helps me to sleep when I think of this song. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will bloom again, and Jimmy will fall to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. I pray that God will watch over you and bring you home safe to me soon. Good night. Remember, I love you very, very much. Your lonely wife, June. P.S. Here's your 1,000,001 kisses, just for you.
August 23rd, 1942. Hello, my darling. Well, it's another lonely day here without you. Well, your pictures and stories of home, they mean so much to me. You look so beautiful with your long, wavy hair brushing the tips of your shoulders. Oh, and wearing that cute little dress you picked out at Halliday's dress shop last spring. Oh, but you could be wearing rags and an apron and you'd still look beautiful to me. Well, I carry your picture with me everywhere I go, and I smile every time I look at you. Oh, please continue to keep me posted on Mom and Grandpa, Cub and Ruth. It's going to be a little while before I can write again. We'll be heading out soon. Well, I'm set to do more flying than I've ever done before, and, well, I'm really excited. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was a little scared, too. Pray for me, my girl. Knowing that you're thinking of me gives me strength and courage. I so wish I was home with you, but but I know that this is where I need to be right now. You're in my thoughts every moment. I love you so very much. Your loving husband, George.
October 20th, 1942. Hello, my sweetheart. Well, I'm about to have dinner with Mom. I received the compact you sent me. Oh, it's lovely. Just what I wanted. Thanks a million. Oh, you're so darn good to me. I don't know how, but I'll repay you some way. But for now, I'll just say the same old story. I love you and miss you, dear, so very much. At night, we've been listening to the radio news on the war. The other day, I heard about how the Germans sunk those British ships, the Whales and the Repulse. Oh, it's so frightening to hear about those things actually happening. It seems so far away. But it's not. Not really. I've been scrimping and saving as much as I can. There are shortages on so many things. We've been eating a lot of fish and eggs and Spam. I got a lot of good recipes for stew and soup that have Spam in it. But, well, sometimes, I just really like to have a good roast chicken. Oh, well, I had dinner over at Cub's a while ago, and we had a beef roast. Oh, it was so good. I had seconds. All right, well, I had thirds, but that's all I'm going to admit to. Well, my neighbor, Mrs. Lloyd, she makes the most wonderful bread, and she shares with us every now and again. When I make stew, I try to make some extra cornbread for her. Mrs. Lloyd tells me that I make the best cornbread she's ever tasted, but, well, I know she's just being nice. When we have some time on the weekends, some of the gals and I make lunches for soldiers getting on the train. I think it lifts their spirits some. Just having a little bit of home with them to take on the trip, even if it's just some sandwiches and cookies. And I'm sure it doesn't hurt that a pretty girl is waving to them as they're pulling out. Gasoline has been rationed. Do you remember Margaret and Elmer? Well, they've taken the tires off their car and they put it on a rack so they won't use it. And I've been riding to work with a group of girls on really cold days, and when it's warmer, we take the bus. Everywhere else, I walk. I can save 7 cents when I walk instead of riding the bus. Lately, the money I save has been going towards buying war stamps. And if I get a booklet filled, I can get a war bond, so that when you get home, maybe we can use them to buy us a little house. Oh, and remember Bill Robeson? Well, he finished school a year ahead of us. And he was in town the other day visiting family, and we ran into each other at Sully's. Well, we had a soda together, and he told me that he wasn't admitted into the draft because of his bum knee. Well, anyway, he's selling insurance now. But it was really nice catching up with him. Oh, I guess that's about all that's going on. Oh, I do plan on going down to visit with your folks this Sunday. I got a beautiful birthday card for your mother, and the verse is so pretty. Well, I'd better scoot along. Take care of yourself. Here's your 1,000,001 kisses. Love, Judy.
December 26th, 1942. Hello, honey. Well, here it is, the end of one year and almost the beginning of another. Let's both hope that it'll be a happier one. Well, I just received your letter, honey, and as you know, your letters mean so much to me. Well, we're not doing much lately. We drill for an hour in the morning, and then we're off the rest of the day or night. We're living like gentlemen out here, but it sure is tiresome. Well, tonight shall be an occasion for celebration, but I really don't feel like it because, well, you're not here. Well, there's a church right near us, and they're having a kind of get-together, so that's where I've been. Well, it's free, and I have exactly 15 cents left. Well, tomorrow is payday. I'm glad that you're helping out back home, and it sure is nice of you to make lunches for the soldiers getting on the train, but you know that it makes me jealous to hear you talk about them. Well, thanks for the pictures you sent, honey. How about sending another? Well, it's a little after 10, so I'll be ringing in the new year, dreaming of you. Well, if you had a phone at home, I surely would have called you. It would have been nice to talk to you. I heard a rumor. We'll be shipping out soon. So you be a good girl, honey, and take care of yourself. Well, it's bedtime, so I'll say good night. Happy New Year. I love you with all of my heart. Here's a billion, trillion hugs and kisses. Your lonesome hubby, George. Oh, P.S. If you run into that no-good Bill Robeson again, you tell him that I'll be coming after him if he makes a move on my girl. You remember that song I used to sing to you? Be thinking of that the next time you have a soda at Sully's. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from a guy next door to me. The girl he met just loves to cut and it fits you to a T. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. I know the apple tree is reserved for you and me, and I'll be true till I come marching home.
April 14th, 1943. My sweetheart. It just seems so very long since you've held me in your arms. I miss you so much. I'm working really hard at the factory. Lately it's been 6 or 7 days a week. Some nights, I just feel like my feet are giving off steam. Oh, when I get home, I just want to go to bed and dream of you. Well, I've learned so much these last couple of years. I started with making screwdrivers, and well, now I'm working the drill press, welding pipes, inspecting, riveting, you name it, I'm doing it. Some days we'll take these huge sheets of metal on the folding machine and we shape them into rectangular ducts and bucking rivets to hold the seams together. Each sheet of metal has one edge folded over about an inch that overlaps the other sheet edge. And then we drill holes at intervals. I've also had to crawl inside the duct with a supply of soft rivets and push them through the holes and then hold a bucking bar against them while someone else flattens the ends with a hammer. It helps to have someone a little smaller to crawl through the ducts. I imagine it would be a lot more difficult for the men to do it. When we were in school, I sure never imagined myself doing this. But, well, I know it's important. We've got to do our part here so you and so many others can come home. Well, I've been getting regular upgrades. I'm earning $1.02 per hour now. My supervisor has told me I'm doing well, but, well, I know there's still a lot of things for me to learn. Some days are better than others, and it's the same all around. My girlfriends and I, we talk about our work on the way home, and we share our stories of how things are going, and, well, it's not easy. But we know that it will be over soon. It has to be. I cling to that thought every day. yes. Don't you worry about that old Bill Robeson. I only have eyes for you, my love. You are my world.
September 9th, 1943. My dear, well, your globe-trotting beau is finally coming home. Oh, gee, how I've missed you, honey. When I was in faraway places, I used to pass the time away just sitting and thinking of you. Well, I'm all tired out and as nervous as a kitten. Well, flying is an awful strain. Well, I felt as though I were tied in a knot these last few days, and well, the knot finally broke when we landed on U.S. soil again. I was shaking like a leaf, so please excuse the scrawl, honey. I received all your letters and pictures. They were just what I wanted. I think I've read your letters a million times. Well, I'm so looking forward to coming home. Just think, honey, I've flown all the way across the ocean twice. Well, I've been all over the world, almost all the way around it. I've been flying every day since I left here, 8 to 12 hours a day for 30 days. My fanny is still a bit sore from bouncing up and down on that seat. But I am so thankful to be back in the USA that I feel like shouting at the top of my voice. Well, I was pretty sick overseas, and for a while, I didn't think I was going to make it. Well, I caught some kind of dysentery from the water, and, well, I did tell you that I would make it home to you somehow, even if I had to swim. There's so much destruction over there, honey, and well, I've seen some horrible things, poverty and pain and heartbreak. Well, it makes me so grateful to be living in the land of the free. So go on and keep those home fires burning. Well, I wanted to be sure to tell you how proud I am of you, of all the hard work you've been doing at Friedman and Black. You keep on the way you're going, and you'll be running the joint. Well, don't worry about me. It may take me a month or so to get home, but I'll be there soon. Thinking of you keeps me going every day. Well, I have to head on into headquarters and make some arrangements, so be a good soldier, honey, and remember, I love you. Oh, it makes me feel so much better to know that no matter where I am, there's someone watching over me. Your tired, homesick husband, George. Somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that she turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the woods. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although I may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, but to my heart she carries the key. Won't you tell her, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me.
Although my heart, he carries the key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed? Follow my lead, oh, how I need someone to watch over me.
I'll watch over you.
George!
Oh, are you a sight for sore eyes? You look beautiful.
Oh, I don't. I look terrible.
You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Oh, it's great to be home.
Thank you again so much for coming out and sharing our Reader's Theater presentation of Rosie the Riveter. I want to tell you that this project was a labor of love from me. I wrote this production based upon my own grandparents. I am lucky enough to have some incredible letters that they wrote to each other during the war. And my grandmother was a Rosie, and my grandfather, and they are June and George. He was a pilot in the Army. And using their dialogue, I wrote additional letters and created this story. And we brought it specifically to assisted living facilities, to you, because we knew that you would certainly appreciate it. You were there, and you can kind of see yourself in those characters. I'm sure you can. So thank you so much. It was our pleasure to come and share this little story and bring a little part of me and my family to you. Thank you very much.